sorry, I'm on my way home. Can this wait until... What are you doing? Well, obviously, you're talking to me. What I meant is... Why are you talking to me? Don't play coy. You're not in E-class. I would know if you were. You're still on the main campus, aren't you? What does that have to do with anything? Usually, people from the main campus only talk to E-class students for one of two reasons. One, to ask about our English teacher, which is creepy even for them. Or two, to act like they're all superior compared to us. So which is it? Which is the reason why you're talking to me? Neither? Really? Forgive me, but I find that extremely hard to believe. So if you'll excuse me, I need to be getting home now. Would you... Look, just leave me alone, okay? I have had a very rough day, and I really don't want it to get worse. So let me go home. I can't be late again. Fine. If whatever you have to say is really so important, I guess you can walk with me, but just make sure you can keep up. I really can't be late. Yes, actually, I will get in trouble if I'm late. Fun fact about E-class students, most of our parents are very strict on us on account of our lack of apparent self-discipline when it comes to academics. Of course, even before I was moved to E-class, I still had a curfew, but it's only gotten worse since I moved to E-class. So, yes, I will get in trouble if I'm late. Yes, I suppose that is part of the reason why I'm having such a bad day. But most of it has to do with some stuff that happened during class, which I'd rather not talk about. Really? You're a good listener? Well, then why aren't you leaving me alone? I've asked you to do it multiple times. Really? You need to talk with me about something important? And what exactly might that be? It's embarrassing. What, are you going to ask me to help you study or something? I really doubt that you would want that from me. It's not like that at all? Well, then what is it? No, I'm not going to stop a moment to talk with you. As I said, I need to be back home, so whatever you have to say, you can just... What did you just say to me? I heard you perfectly fine. I'm not trying to tease you or anything. I just want you to say it again. Because I want to see if you are so dedicated to this joke that you're willing to say it again. Don't play innocent. Of course it's a joke. I just can't decide what kind of joke it is. Is this a, oh, I heard that Nagisa has a crush on me, so I'm going to pretend to ask him out kind of joke? Or is it a, oh, Nagisa looks like a girl, let's treat him like one type of joke? Spoiler alert, neither one of those is funny to me. So whatever kind of joke you're trying to pull, just drop it, okay? And leave me alone. Yeah, sure you're not joking. Why the hell would you be serious about that? Why would you be serious about asking me on a date? Because you really like me? Oh yeah, sure you do. Everyone on the main campus absolutely loves students from E-class. That's why they treat us like shit all the time. Well, no, I've never heard you say anything bad about students from E-class, but you and I, we were friends before I was moved off the main campus. We were always really close, and then I got moved to E-class, and you stopped talking to me. I understand that social pressure is very powerful. I understand that, but you didn't even text me, and you still have my number. You didn't even try to write to me. It's old-fashioned, but you still know my address. You shut me out completely. And maybe I'm being too hard on you. After all, not all friendships last forever, but if you really like me, if you were really my friend back then, why would you do that? Why would you abandon me like that? Because you were confused? About what? About how to treat me now that I was inferior to you? About how you felt about me? What do you mean? You were beginning to wonder if you really did like me as more than a friend. So then, when you and I were in the same class, and when we were friends, should I take it that you didn't know how you felt about, well, all of this? What do I mean by that? I knew from a fairly young age that I may or may not end up having a crush on a boy. I liked girls too, but I found myself mostly looking at guys. Specifically, you, actually. Did you not know that you were somewhat like me in terms of your romantic interests? You didn't. Okay, well, that does explain the confusion, but couldn't you have at least still acted like my friend? Still been there for me? You were worried about what your family would say. They don't know, do they? Oh my god. So then, if they realize that you were still talking to me, your parents, they're firm believers in our school's philosophy that E-class students are undesirable and that main campus students shouldn't talk to them, right? So, if they found out that you were still talking to me, they wouldn't have believed that it was because we were still friends, would they? So you shut me out because you were afraid of what your family would say? Why didn't you just lead with that? You've known me for how many years? You know that I understand better than anyone what it's like to have, well, less than pleasant relationships with parents. I would have completely understood if you'd just told me that. Granted, I understand that it's not easy to talk about. But still, I would have understood immediately. I promise. Just as I understand now. I do. I really do understand now. You never really treated me badly, but I always thought that you stopped talking to me because you agreed with our school's philosophy. I guess I should have known there was something else going on. After all, you and we always talked about stuff like that, and we agreed that it was rather ridiculous. I should have known that that wouldn't just change overnight. I should have realized that there was something else going on. You were my best friend. And you were also my first truly attainable crush. You still are, actually. I should have given you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm sorry that I didn't. For what it's worth, though, I was so hurt because I'd been picking up on the way you felt, or at least I thought that I had been picking up on that. And that made it hurt so much more when you just stopped talking to me. I know that I didn't react in the best way when you first asked me the question, but if you were serious about it, I don't think it'll be easy, but I would really love a chance to reconnect with you. Especially in a more romantic way now. Yes, if the offer still stands, I would really love to go on a date with you. Just not tonight. I really need to get home, otherwise, you know how my mom usually is about tardiness on a school night. It's only gotten worse since I've been in E-class, so, you still have my number. I can always meet up with you after school tomorrow. Just let me know what you want to do. I would... Well, screw it. I really can't wait to see you again. I'm gonna go now. I'll see you again soon.